Hello, this is Jake again, and we're here for our weekly Animal Totem and Tarot card guidance video for November 6th through the 12th. Um, my computer's camera's not working, and there's a lot of noise going on, so don't mind this. Okay, all right. So let's see what this week was. Hopefully, everybody used that energy from that full moon to release all of that toxicity, and hopefully, the overly moon sensitive people didn't freak out because I had it was a little weird. It was a weird moon, but it's good. We release, and now we will accept some new growth to come in. And now we're shuffling for the week, and we will see. So I'm going to ask what message that anybody could take away from. Okay. So beginning of the week is Monday and Tuesday, and that's going to be this one. And the next one is going to be Wednesday and Thursday, which is that, and the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Which one is the weekend? Yeah. Okay. So your job is to see what you feel like you should take away from the video, what guidance might come to you, and incorporate it into your own daily and weekly readings for yourself, because it's very important to develop that. I keep saying that, but it's true. Okay. So let's start off with the beginning of the week. Let's see what animal wants to guide us for the beginning of the week. Okay, it's the manatee. And I'm just going to be scribbling and stuff. The manatee was with me very much this week. And let's see what the manatee has to say for everybody. Okay. I'm a writer. I like to write. So it need it. Sorry. Okay, so the beginning of the week, I wrote down it's going to be for guidance for healing, which is obviously what we want. But in the beginning of the week, we're going to be finding ourselves in a point where we're going to be recognizing our traumas of the past. And in order for that to come about, I think we're going to be hearing messages from our deceased loved ones. Yeah, the manatee really wants to convey that in order for us to move on and heal those blocks, we need to establish ourselves in this present moment. We have to recognize that we only have today to focus and see what we can do to heal. And it says divine intervention. So we will be hearing whispers. We're going to be seeing some signs of our deceased loved ones, just letting us know that they're there. It's an energy field, and it's all around us. And I think that in the beginning of the week is when we're going to be marking and starting to recognize and feel that we'll be smelling the same familiar smells of our loved ones, hearing their favorite songs, seeing like change drop. They do that sometimes too. Yeah, it's just the manatee is really just saying and stressing a lot about our deceased loved ones that are coming in. So grief. Let's talk about grief. It's very necessary for us to grieve. Um, Today's group animal totem is elephant, and the elephant is one of the animals that show remorse and mournfulness for the deceased loved ones. But the manatee is saying that we really need to recognize that this walk of life is ours and it's very precious, and we can't harbor any of that grief. There's a period for healing and grieving, but then after that, we can't let it prevent ourselves from not moving forward. And for those fortunate ones that have never lost anyone close to them, the manatee says, we have to let go of the regret. Yeah. And that could be obviously for people who have lost people too. But we have to remove regret. If we keep focusing on the regret, then we're never going to jump ahead. We'll never step forward into the future with a wide-eyed outlook of optimism. So ask for the manatee to help remove the regret, because divine intervention I wrote down too. And that I really think is that our loved ones are just going to be like, stop, wait a minute. Don't mourn me anymore. Just acknowledge our love, and that they'll be here to keep us going. And then another thing I wrote down for the manatee was removal of complaining. Complaining is a horrible energy that we have. It shows ungratefulness. It shows that we're only focusing on the negatives in our lives. So we must, I repeat, must stop complaining as much as we can. Every day, just try to focus on what you appreciate of your life, what you're thankful for. I really recently just started to say thank you before meals. When I was younger, I used to say grace, but I haven't been saying grace. But now I think it's very important, because food is something that not everybody gets to cherish and enjoy that moment. So yeah, try to focus on what you could stay thankful for. Remove yourself from that complaining energy. Acknowledge that our loved ones are with us, and that they just want us to continue living. Okay, and the first card. Justice. Okay. So Manatee, I think, is just saying that to help with the divine intervention and everything going on, removing and complaining, we're going to be able to start steering ourselves in the right direction. And then I'm seeing like the justice system and everything, but I like a gavel. So all this personal development and things that we've been working on is when we're going to start to see like actual results. We're finally going to be seeing results. So once we remove that complaining energy, recognize that we have to stop mourning our regrets and stop mourning our loved ones when the grieving process is done. Because I lost my mom when I was 13, so the pain is always there, but you can't keep focused on it because it prevents you from living your life. But yeah, in the beginning of the week, we're going to be having we're going to be seeing the wheel turn and everything will start clicking. So the manatee is with us to stop complaining, to be grateful for the little things in our lives, removing all the regrets, and then we're finally going to be seeing the results that we want. Cool. Okay. The middle of the week. Okay. So I got the rooster and a cat. Sorry, I'm almost done. Right. Okay. Okay. So the middle of the week is going to be the rooster and the cat, like I just said. And when these two are coming up together, I'll explain what I wrote down. So the modification of the routine. Um, in the middle of the week, I think the energy is going to be turning from when we start getting those rewards and when we remove that regretful energy that we have and that guilt. We're going to be realizing, making those adjustments to our routine. The rooster wakes up right away and it's a wake up call. So I think that it's very imperative for everybody to start recognizing, like I talked about in one of my posts last week, but just how you understand what times of the day you have the most energy, and that's when you should do the most work. I am a morning person. I wake up at 3:45. I go work out because it works for me, and I don't want to do anything when I get off of work. I just want to relax. So I think everybody needs to start focusing on how we can modify that routine. And the rooster and the cat, they're saying to seize the day, wake up with energy. Our bodies are here to do action and to also have pleasure, but we need to start acting. And I think the beginning of the week is when we're going to be like, oh, okay, here's what's going to work, and now I'm going to do it. And then the cat energy is saying like being coy, like mysterious and stuff. So don't give too much away. I think when we stop speaking about what we're going to be doing and just internalize it, it'll be great. So with that wake up call energy, we're going to be having a new plan, a new direction of how to accomplish our tasks during the day. And we need to just relax and not share so much. So I'm getting at like social media block. Do it for yourself and to focus on why you're doing it and the intention of what you're doing it for. Yeah. And then I got authority figures, and we need to remove the feeling of feeling beneath them. Like, yes, they might be our managers and our bosses, but we should not fear them. We do not let them take advantage of us. We can't let them take advantage. So if anybody's having troubles with that, and you feel like you can talk to like your human resources or some trusted other coworker, try to do that. So just with authority figures, let's try to push them away. And even if those are looking to exit their job, just keep our lips sealed. I think we're going to be having a big wake-up call in the middle of the week, and we're just going to be quiet about it. And be a little mysterious about it. Like, don't give too much away. The cat's just saying, keep it in, keep it in. And the rooster is saying, but you got to go. Our wake-up call, it's time to do that work and that action. So find how you can modify your routine. See where you can get your exercise in. Exercise is important. See where you can get your meditation in. See where you can get your hobbies in. See where you can get your work in. Even if those that aren't in the career they want, where during the day can you work on those steps to get to your career? And the authority figures, don't let that hierarchy get to you. You are your own person, your own individual, and you deserve respect as much as the boss does. The man does not rule. The man should contribute, quote unquote. Okay, and then Knight of Pentacles. I think this completely just adds to the idea that we have to continue with our direction and working on those little steps to find the career that we want. We're going to be having that wake-up call, understanding that we need to modify a little bit, and there's a lot of time in the day, I think, that people need to realize. There's a lot more time in the day than you think. Just do slight adjustments, like maybe don't watch as much TV. Don't play as much video games. Don't save all that for a time that you can do it. Just slight modifications and I think allowing the mystery of life to happen. Which I think means that life will talk to you, quote unquote life, So we're going to be hearing messages of just that wake up call. Yeah, no, just reiterating that. Yeah, the wake up call is going to happen. We're going to be wanting to make some movements, but let's just quiet it down. Okay, the end of the week. So I got the rabbit, and it's running away from the snake. So I think what that means, the rabbit is saying that because it's not being afraid. It's saying just it's darting away. The rabbit is always this. I feel like this magical totem where we're going to be kind of using all of that energy of the frustration, the guilt, the regret, and we're leaving that behind. Yeah, we're leaving everything behind. So the end of the week is just going to be diving right ahead. Temptation, we're going to be saying goodbye to that. I think that this week is really we're finally recognizing that we can't have quote unquote fun all the time. And fun is necessarily important, but our action is also very important in our job and our life purpose. So we need to wake up a little bit. And we're going to be running away from that temptation. So the weekend, I think we're going to be finding ourselves with all the time in the world to start doing it. Maybe sleep a little less instead of getting, I mean, adequate sleep is important, but maybe get 5 hours one night. Just do as much work on a weekend that you can. Do as much as you can. Yeah, no, it's just that temptation. Because snake, when it is the totem of the day or the week, it's a very powerful totem. But in this situation, this image that I'm getting is that the rabbit is saying we got to take that leap of faith, and we are, and that drawing back energy of being lazy can no longer affect us. So this weekend is for work. You can have fun, but it's a work weekend. Let's work. Anything else in rabbit? Well, yeah. So the Manatee is going to help us with recognizing the guilt, just hearing the messages of our loved ones for that little push, removing complaining, and then the wake-up call will happen. And the rabbit's just going to assist us with this, just the movement, the moving forward, moving. And our temptations are not going to be happening anymore. The triggers are gone. And we got the 9 of Cups. So I'm getting an image of like a fat, lazy king. And we have to, not the unhealthy part, but let's strive to get to where we can just be that kind of sloth a little bit. So we need to use that working energy to get to that place. We're not at that place yet. We are not fortunate enough right now to be complacent and boring and just a dud. This weekend is for action and being very productive and saying goodbye to all that past temptation, those triggers that pull you back. It's gone. You don't have to worry about it because we're going to be having, in the beginning of the week, we're going to have that justice. That we're going to see the results happening, and because of all that work that we do each day. And then we're just going to be finding new ideas to blend into our routine. I think our routine just needs to switch a little bit, and we're going to be fine. And then we'll finally remove those triggers. We won't allow it to rule us anymore. We're not going to have authority try to control us. The individual is going to shine this week. And we're going to be making great strides for our purpose. Cool. So feel free to email me, message me if you want. CGH Readings on Instagram, and I will see you next week. Thank you.